Hi, everyone. How are you? Happy Friday. I almost forgot what day it was. I was in class all day, so this workshop I'm doing. So just got here. I'm doing this a little later today. And I see I got a bunch of you already signed up. I have 14 so far. And so I'll wait a few minutes for the rest of you to show up so you get your notifications. And we're going to get going. All right, guys. Hopefully you're all in a good mood and be open to the messages. What you hear today, you might interpret it different tomorrow. And it's only tarot. And if you resonate, it might be because it's your dominant thought. And if it doesn't feel good and it resonates like that, it's because that's what you really believe. And trying to find a good way to to get you to understand that. But I'm all about changing your mindset. Change in your mindset. So if something comes in and if you believe it and it makes you feel bad, that's telling you that's what you expect and that's what you believe. So you've got to switch that if you want to manifest it in. And so know that. And right now, seems to be a little bit of a trigger in time for people. A lot of transits happening, a lot of things happening. And, the best advice, that I've heard all day is if it doesn't feel good, it's like it's either it doesn't feel good, it's a hell yes or it's a hell no. And so always trust your soul, trust your intuition. Right now, there are some transits happening and there's some energy shifts that people don't quite, know what to do with yet. And so just sit back and ride the wave for a second until you can see clearly. We've been talking about that Venus retrograde. We've been talking about, that's coming tomorrow, I think, starting tomorrow. And and a lot of these things can scare us and they can actually create even more dominant thoughts in our heads, like, oh no. But I don't think that it's meant to scare us. It's meant to just look at what the possibilities are and how can we work with these energies so that we don't manifest these negative things into our lives. So, hi guys. Hi Amy. Hi Anne. Hi Sandra. Hi Natalie. Angel Eyes is here. Hi guys. Yeah, I came live. I'm a little late. I went to my workshop today, so I usually I do this yesterday, but I was at the workshop, so I did it today, and then I'm here, snuck my ear pods. Are you at work? I'm all ready to go out. All right. So I'm just going to get going because we do have a lot of people signed up already. Hi, Anne Marie. And I'm just going to get right into it. And let's see. All right. Angel Eyes. Sorry. Okay. What's coming in this week in love? After with Scorpio, he has dreamy eyes, few years older, but seems guarded a bit. I did get jealous a bit, which rare for me, but I didn't show him. Talking to a couple of new people, past I've been quiet. All right. Why are you getting jealous already? Why are you getting jealous? Oh, you're at an event. That's right. So what's coming in for love this week? Coming in for love this week. All right, Six of Pentacles. All right, so something good. Let's see. Got the Ten of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, and we got the Ten of Cups. All right, so there is kind of holding back a little bit when it comes to relationship. You might be focusing a little bit more on your material world, your material life this week. Relationship might be slow this week, but it's still a possibility. All right. Oh, he was checking out another girl while playing pickleball. Oh my God. All right. Gotta have confidence. All right. I got the King of Wands. So you could be dealing with a Aries, Leo, Sag this week, or so you definitely could be dealing with a person that you're attracted to. But I do have the Seven of Swords. So you definitely got to watch out. All right. Is this person in a relationship? He got straight fast. I hope you're making sure that the people that you're dating are not in other relationships. All right. This person that you're dealing with is holding back something from you. So I would just say the Seven of Swords is coming up with the Four of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. So he's single. He might be not looking for a relationship right now then. I would just say play it slow with that one. All right. The High Priestess here, there's some secrets that are yet to be revealed. All right. So that's cool. He's single, but he might not be really looking for a relationship. Or what you're looking for. So all I'm seeing is just make sure you gather your facts with that one. All right. Eight of Swords could be some anxiety that you don't even need to bother with. And the Justice card. All right. So they might not be being 100% honest with you is what I'm getting. So just make sure you're getting the truth. And I'm not seeing another person in this. I'm just seeing that there could be some lying about actually wanting a relationship. So, that tells me hold off on, any kind of physical connection or anything like that. Just make sure you know what they really want before you go any further. Because they could be lying about commitment, or they might not be wanting commitment. I see the Aries Leo. I see a Leo, fire sign. I see a Libra. A Leo or a Libra for signs. The Aries Leo Sag, the King of Wands. The King of Wands came out. I can see, let me see if I see a Gemini, Leo, or a Taurus. Yeah, he's looking around right now, definitely. Just play it safe right now. Play it safe. All right. I do have a air sign. I'm getting a Libra sign, but there's I kind of feel like that's you. It's just saying play it safe. There's a possibility of an air, so you may be Gemini, but I'm seeing more for you to just play it. I'm getting the same message. You've got the King of Wands. So whoever the King of Wands is who you're talking to. You're going to see somebody this week with that kind of attitude. It might be reflecting, I got the Devil card here too. So, and I got the Eight of Cups. So I'm kind of seeing, just make sure you're paying attention here, and you're standing in your truth. All right. I didn't see the actual Gemini card, and I didn't see Taurus card. I saw the King of Wands, which can be somebody, especially with that devil energy, can be player energy, can be non-committal energy, can be sexy energy, can be fire energy, and Scorpio can be fire energy, and that's who you're connecting with right now. So just play it safe. Christina, thank you for being a new member. And I just got to add a couple more people. MVP. Yvonne, it's $10 a question, 15 for advice. Guys, make sure you read the directions before you come in if you're new. Okay. If you've seen it before, trust it, Okay, Yvonne. So we're at 16. All right. Who's worth investing in as a life partner in a long-term commitment relationship to have a family with? Yeah, that's okay. Let me pin, let me post in just for, let me post the directions in one more time. For those of you new, all the instructions are down below too. All right, who's worth investing in as a life partner, long-term commitment relationship to have a family with? Jay's intentions and real actions. All right, so we're looking at J and then we're looking at M. All right, let's see. We're looking at, yeah. Looking at J first. All cards on J, all upright. Middle card will be challenged. All right, 7 of Wands. Knight of Cups. This is J. And the Star card. All right. J, there's a problem with moving forward with J. The Knight of Cups is the challenge position. The 7 of Wands is in the thoughts position, and the actual outcome is the Star card clarified by the 5 of Wands. There's no middle ground here. There's a lot of conflict. You guys can't seem to find middle ground. It's like you're fighting for something. You're fighting to come into alignment. You want to come into alignment with one another. You desire maybe one another, but there's a lot of tension, fights, arguments, conflict, or just constant hurdles. The Knight of Cups is the challenge position, the love there, the romance, getting it going, getting it started, or opening up and taking it to the next step. Clarified by the Ace of Swords. It's like, it just, the 7 of Wands is like they push you away. They've tried to push you away, and they've told you how they felt, or they tell you how they felt. It just doesn't seem like it's you're not clear on exactly how they feel. They're not clear on how they feel with you. It's not 100%, and you might be ignoring the signs with that one. There's just too much conflict, or there's too many struggles between the two of you. So M, on the bottom card there was the Scorpion Death card, the J's intentions. It might be time to make a decision on is this worth investing in? Let's see. M's intentions for me. Page of Cups. I've got the Queen of Swords, and I have the King of Swords here at the bottom of the deck. And I've got the Judgment card. So it looks like M would be a better decision, but they need to decide. They need to make a decision. There is feelings for you, but I don't know if there's another relationship involved. The Judgment card is saying they need to make a decision of whether or not they want to be in a relationship, if that's with you, or they need to decide between you and somebody else. So I don't see Jay taking any actions towards you, with the challenge being the Knight of Cups and the Ace of Swords. It's like they're not being honest with you about their feelings, and they're not making any clear, they don't have any clear intentions of moving forward. There's a lot of conflict there for some reason. And so they've been pushing you away, or they've got their guards up, or they're blocking this from moving forward. With M's intentions, Page of Cups. I mean, it's almost like they want to give you an offer. But the challenge position is the Queen of Swords, and I've got the King of Swords at the bottom. So I don't know if it's just communication with you, or ready to open up about you, and intentions is the Judgment, to make a decision. Or they have to decide between you and somebody else. All right, so that's what I've got for you. All right, let me add CJ, and let me add Christina. They're piling in. I'm trying to stay focused, guys. I've got, you guys are piling in tonight. CG and Christina, and I just saw Taja come in. I got 3 more. I got 19. Woo! All right, keep going. Let me see. I got Emma. Oh, I see. Jennifer, I need your question. I see you put your question in. I need your question with that so you don't get lost. Let me put Jennifer in. Jennifer, and that's 20. All right, we got 10 slots left. Stay focused here. I'm gonna get glasses here in the next couple months. I promise. I look like, I can just imagine what I look like looking at the screen so close. All right. So Jennifer, I do see that you just put a super sticker in. If you could put your question in right now so I can tag it and keep you in line. All right. Emma. All right. So Emma did have a great date. You're seeing him again. Yes. I'm jealous. I'm jelly. Good for you. All right. So there is an energy of being able to meet people right now. It's just about being discerning. It's just about being discerning. You know what I mean? And you know, all of us know, but sometimes it's like we're just excited. Woohoo! All right. He's separated, but he's ready to move on. All right, so let's get energy around the connection. Let's see them versus you. Judgment. Ace of Cups. Page of Wands. Have fun, Emma. Have fun with this. All right, we got the 3 of Wands. There's a possibility for growth and expansion here. All right. Possibility for growth and expansion. Ace of Cups, Page of Wands, and 3 of Wands. All right, so have fun with this. Be curious. Be playful with each other. Look at this, the 2 of Cups, advice. All right, there seems to be mutual attraction there, Judgment card. But the Page of Wands is a fun card to have. It's initial dating stages. All right. It's funny because I see the 2 of Cups and I want to be funny. And this isn't funny for some of us, right? But let's just take it as a joke. Don't pull cards the next day and think this is your soulmate, or it could be, but and don't ask them for their zodiac sign. All right, I'm starting to see that, and I'm seeing it across the board when I'm watching comedians. They're like, please don't. Matt Rife says that if you ask him for his zodiac, he's leaving the table. All right, don't ask your people for their zodiac signs the first date. All right, have fun. I know you. I said let's make this a joke. There is a possibility that you guys could deepen this connection. The Ace of Cups and the Two of Cups here with the Page of Wands and the Three of Wands. That's your card. You're in a good state right now. Have fun. The Page of Wands says be playful. We're in Leo energy, moving into Leo energy. All right. Date, have fun, just have a good time, loosen up, but don't do anything that's, like when I say loosen up, like, anything that's you're gonna get emotionally attached to somebody before you know if it's solid. All right. We're all adults here, but I do not care how many people at this point in the game who tell me that they don't get emotionally attached. It's okay for them to jump in the sack and then they're fine. Every single one comes back and is for months later asking how the person feels about them, right? It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Occasionally there's an exception, but it doesn't work often. And unless we know exactly if there's stability in a relationship, just have fun and see where it goes is what I'm getting. All right, make good. The King of Swords here. It looks like it's a pretty good decision here. You're making good judgment call with this person. And I got the King of Cups here, so there's a possibility emotional maturity here. Could be building a romance here. But you are in the Page of Wands. The mutual energy between the two of you is Page of Wands, which means fun, playful, a little bit reckless, have dating, curious. Let's go out and have a good time, and let's see where it goes. And it could develop into something stronger. Because right now there is no pentacles showing up, so it's not showing super stable. And but there is potential here with the Three of Wands. I'm just being honest. I am being honest. It's I watch so many things. I listen. I've been there. You know what I mean? It's like lust is fun. I was doing a journey yesterday in my session, and I tapped into this energy of the fiery energy, right? And during this journey, and it's like, and the lust and the passion, right? When you get into the darker feminine energies and things like that, and there is so much awesome intensity, and you can ride this wildfire with passion. And it's like, but what happens when you're on the passion train is you give everything out right out the gate. You give everything out the gate. All right. It's like, woohoo, let's ride this roller coaster. This is freaking fun. Believe me, I've been a Page of Wands my entire life. Like, just let's go. But when you land, it's like you don't know where the fuck you are. And then you're wondering how you got there, or you're wondering why it's not stable, or why you're fighting, or why you don't have the same shared goals. Right. So that's why I say that. It's like the passion train's fun, but it's like, and it's hard when you get caught up in that fire, but you've got to be real with yourself, especially when you're not a teenager anymore, or your early 20s, and you're looking for something real stable, and as you're getting older and you're looking for something more stable, it's just too fun to be fiery, all right. Let's see. So that was me pulling a Mama Frankie. Jennifer, I still need your question. And I'm going to put Gypsy Love in. Gypsy Love. Just talking about the Gypsy Road here. And Gypsy Love. We're talking about it. Renzo, are you single? We got Renzo on the hot. I think he's taken though now. I was going to say, we got a lot of single women in here. I don't know how you're not taken. He's been taken. Sorry, guys. He's been taken. Look at that. He's just around scrolling. Checking up on everybody. I know. Shoot, right? Look at him. He's been taken, though. He's been, I didn't think it would be long. Let's see. It's been quite a while, though, now. It's been almost a year. It's been actually a long time. Yes, I did, Yvonne. I have you in there, right? Yeah, I have you on the list. There's plenty of Renzo to go around. I'm trying to get these guys to find somebody for themselves. And you're like, there's plenty of Renzos to go around. That's the case. That's why they're in here. How does he feel about me? Is he with somebody else? Is there a third party? All right, Natalie. No, I'm sorry. It was DC. DC. Wait a minute. No, it's Natalie first, then DC. Sorry. DC, you're next. Natalie, you came in, but I got to get your question. I'm going by time, guys, the way you guys signed up. Where is... All right, who's coming towards Natalie and love? Who's coming towards Natalie? Yes. Yes. Yes, love will come. All right, who's coming towards Natalie? Who's coming towards Natalie? Cinderella's getting old. All right, I got a Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. Somebody may be coming back around. Okay. The Devil. Natalie. The Knight of Wands. So somebody you've played with before. Right? Or you're moving towards somebody who could end up being like the Devil, the Knight of Wands. Somebody who's only in it for fun, on that joyride. All right. And I got the Queen of Swords, so it might be telling you to watch it when this person comes in, okay? Capricorn, Aries, Leo, Sag, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. It's got to be somebody you know, though. It looks like either you're moving towards a rock star type of person, or that with that kind of energy, or you're moving back, or somebody's coming back around you that that has caused, there's an obsession or drama or attraction or triggering between you guys. I mean, the Devil is the Devil. So does that, just keep your eyes out, keep your eyes peeled. Right now is a time, for people to show back up. 10 of Wands could be, a lot of work, heavy burdens. The Emperor, even in reverse, it could be somebody who's already in a relationship or somebody you've been in a relationship with before. All right. So all right, DC. All right. So you're wondering if you'll be in a serious relationship soon. I've been talking to someone, but it's been at standstill for a while. Don't know if I should wait or just move on to someone else. Me, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Cancer. All right. So let's see this person this Leo you're talking to. Yeah, I mean, it just might be just because there's a Devil, Natalie, with the Knight of Wands doesn't mean like it's not somebody that you couldn't have fun with, but it's just that's the energy that's coming up towards you. All right. So we're looking at this person, this Leo that you're connected to, and will you be in a committed relationship, or what's the energy around it? Let's see this person. Four of Swords. You're going to be waiting a minute here. It's overwhelming. The World card. The Justice card is the challenge. They're not honest. They're not reliable. They're not responsible. It looks as though this one here, you might want to move on from it. The Eight of Cups with the Four of Swords. It's too overwhelming for you. You're waiting around for something that it's not commitment material. I would end this one and walk away from this one. And here's my thing. Here's my reasoning. I don't tell you to do anything. That's not my job. And I'm just showing you the cards I've got. And so I'm giving you the best information through these cards. When you walk away from somebody who's making you wait, you show them your worth. And if they really want you and don't want to lose you, they're going to come running. Just like that. And you're going to get your answer. So sometimes the reason why we don't want to let go of somebody is because we don't want the answer that we already know. But we almost always think the worst case scenario. But sometimes if we don't wait for somebody and we move forward, the best case scenario happens and they actually get time to think about, maybe some space and clarity will give them time to think about whether or not they want, more of a relationship. But if you're just waiting for somebody, they don't have to do anything. They play some video games for another 6 weeks before they decide to make a decision. Oh, I forgot to reply to that text. But when you decide to move on from somebody, they will make a decision if they feel like they're really going to lose you and you're worth it. And that's the truth you want to know. That's the truth you want to know, though, because you don't want to waste your time. Because when you're distracted with other people's energies and you're wasting your time on other people's energies, you naturally are blocking other people and other opportunities from coming in. Other opportunities, you are on a timeline right now where you are stuck in a scenario, in a narrative, waiting for somebody. And so you can't move or shift to another momentum tunnel. You can't go in another direction. You're just going to sit and wait until something lands on you. But the timeline you're in is, I'm just waiting and my energy's being held. My energy's being held back. But when you decide to take the momentum and start moving your train and moving forward, you're in control of your train. You're in control of your narrative, your story. And your story will start to move, and then you'll get your answers a lot quicker. When we wait, it's like me waiting for my kids to clean their room. You know what I mean? I don't know what kind of person you're Leo, if he's just irresponsible. But you'll be waiting for a long time if you're dealing with somebody who's irresponsible. Maybe they need to see what they're losing when you don't wait around. So I don't see a serious relationship unless you move on. If you move on, you have a chance for a serious relationship to come in. A real serious relationship to come on. Yeah. Well, and that's like anything. That's not just like with relationships either. That's like if you're at a job and you're sitting there waiting for your dream job to come in. If you're just sitting there waiting for a dream job to come in, waiting for an opportunity, it won't come. You'll be waiting and sitting the entire time. There are some people that are just actually really, really lucky. They're in a different mindset and shit happens, right? But for the most of it, we have to get the momentum moving. If you don't have a momentum going, you stay stuck in an energy, and then you stay stuck in a thought pattern. And this is going to be a big time, I think, for people to decide, which relationships are worth it and not. But that's where, like, you block him and you start to move and you give in because he reaches out, right? But what if you took it a step further? What if you blocked him? All right, he reaches out. If you block him, he shouldn't be able to reach out. And if he does, you don't have to respond. You give in. But what if you just didn't respond and you just went a little bit longer? Go longer. Because now you've trained him to know that you're going to give in. No contact is the best way to get anybody to come running back to you. Look at what happens when people block you. Look how mad you get. Look at how it affects you mentally. When anybody blocks you, it fucks with your head. So you gotta turn the story around. we have galactic. All right. Gypsy Love, are you Jennifer? Who's Jennifer? I still never figured that one out. Somebody's Jennifer, they put 22 in, and then they don't leave a question, and I don't know what to do with that. Because I can't. You're welcome. All right, intimate moment yesterday with a coworker, and where are things likely headed at this point with this person and I? All right. Oops. All right. Justice card, the World card, and the Devil card. All right. Well, the challenge is the World card, and the Devil card is the outcome. It could be a sexual relationship. You know, I got the 8 of Wands. I got a lot of passion. So I'm seeing it could be a very sexual relationship. The challenge is that it might not go where you want it to go. You want you want a long-term commitment here with the Justice card, you know. And I just feel like you might not be getting exactly what you want out of this connection with them. But there is strong sexual attraction here. And we got the 9 of Wands. So in the current energy, you know, I'm getting don't give up with that 9 of Wands. And I'm seeing that, are you attracting the same type of energy in? Like there's just a lot of attraction, a lot of sexual attraction. And there's is there financial issues with this person? There's no stability with this person. You're not going to find stability with this person. So if you're looking for a sexual connection with this person, that's where it's at right now. It's not looking like right now, you know, that it could be, it might stress you out, is what I'm getting. So if you're looking for, you know, passion and a sexual connection, it looks like that's where it's at right now. And the only reason why I'm seeing it not be very stable is because I don't know if this person's wants a commitment or if they're very stable, or if this is what you're really looking for. So, and I got the 3 of Swords under this too. Like it may just be another friend, a friend with benefits. 10 of Swords, the Tower card. So remember, sometimes, you know, maybe you're just hearing this so that you slow down and you really reevaluate the situation. Nothing's ever set in stone, but this might be making you stop and take a look at things, you know. It seems like you get in relationships with people where there's a lot of passion at first, but then you keep repeating the same pattern with them. So let me know. I don't know if you're here, but let me know. All right. All right, let me update. Yeah, the situationships, they're tough. Let me make sure I have Christina. Let me update the. All right. All right, so let's see. You emailed a birthday card. What are his current thoughts, feelings, and actions towards reconnecting with you? Let's see. All right. Temperance card. The World card. And the Knight of Swords. All right. He may be in a partnership right now. And the World card is the challenge position, which could be holding this up right now. The Knight of Swords, though, is in the intentions position, which is saying you may hear from them, though. So, yeah, the Temperance card and the Ace of Cups. The King of Wands and the World card. But the Knight of Swords and the Six of Wands. You might be waiting a little bit because the Ace of Cups, you know, they may be in a relationship right now, which is holding this back. They still have attraction for you with the King of Wands, but it's not moving forward just yet. It's not moving forward. It's not going anywhere with that World card. And I got the Hanged Man. So you're still going through a waiting period here, and there's still a pause, and they're still hanging back. So that's the current thoughts. Let's see if let's dive into the future actions towards you. Or let me see, is there any other, you said anything else you want to know about? Let's see, let's just look at what's going on in his life, just to make sure if that's true, if he's in a relationship. There could be financial or health issues again. I've got the Star card, focus on money. I got the Ten of Swords. And I got the Queen of Cups. So there seems to be another person, but there could be something that's ending in his life, something that's painful, something that's going on, some backstab, something. The King of Pentacles could be around family, home, money, job. But there is another person over there, and it could be, the Queen of Cups could be a mother. I don't know. I wonder if the mom's not giving him your message. That just came through. I wonder if the mom's not giving him the message for some reason. You hear from them in the future. I got the Knight of Wands, but I've got the Three of Swords. So and I got the Empress. Like, I'm not getting a positive read from this. I'm getting that there's a possibility with the last Knight of Swords that you could communicate with them again. And but I got the mother now. I got two women showing up on their side, third party. And but I got the Knight of Wands showing action. So it's a really confusing situation. There seems like there's other women involved, and there seems to be the Ten of Swords and the Three of Swords is telling me it's over. You know, and or they could be blocking this, or it's blocked because of this. But the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Swords says there could be potential. It's just so complicated. I'm not even sure, like, he got the message, Anne-Marie, with these cards. You know, I'll try one more time. Will you hear from them? But it honestly feels like right now, like I just don't even, I don't see it. I don't see it happening. Yeah, the two of Cups and the Empress card. It's like they're in a relationship. And I got the Six of Cups here in reverse too. It's like, I'm not sure there's going to be reconciling right now. Four of Pentacles, and it's in reverse too. So it's like, I don't know if you're being asked to make a decision now to let go of this. I'm confused too. Like, this is just like, there's other women involved. I think he's in a relationship right now. And I don't even know if he's even got the card or even I mean, like, if those cards were for you, you'd be talking, he'd be, you know, I'd feel weird saying that was for you. That was in his side. Unless, you know, if you want to read those cards that if it's for you, it would be saying reconcile with the Two of Cups. But the Ten of Swords and the Three of Swords is saying it's over. You know, but I got the Sun card here. So the Sun card is, you know, I can keep pulling cards. It's eventually going to tell you that you may hear from them. So the energy that's coming through with the reading today is that there's just, there's another relationship going on. There's something else going on, and I'm seeing possible communication with that Knight of Swords. But as I keep pulling more cards, it's going to tell me that he's going to communicate with you. So what advice can I give you? What advice can I give you with this? What advice can I give Anne-Marie in the current situation? I mean, those cards, unless those cards are for you, it would mean that you guys were together right now. Those cards would be saying that you're together. The Seven of Cups, all right? The Seven of Cups is almost like, you know, it's being it's still fantasizing or staying in this illusionment and daydreaming and wanting to bring this to reality. And I don't know if you're clear on the situation. And you get the Chariot card. It's like, it's almost saying like you've got to make a decision to move on past this right now. You know, the Ten of Cups in reverse, it's not making you happy. It's holding you back. Seven of Cups it can be illusionment. And the Fool in reverse, it's like, it's saying to me, let go right now. I don't know, Anne-Marie. Like, if he doesn't have you blocked, and if then reach out to him and see. If he doesn't have you blocked and you sent a card to his mother's house, and those cards, if he's not in a relationship and those cards are for you, then I can tell you, if you reach out to him, then you guys should reconcile, because those cards would say that there's reconciling to you. But the way those cards are reading, I don't want to tell you that in this now moment, and then you reach out to them and then you get blocked. So I don't, with manifesting, want to deter you from manifesting them in. But the current energy that I'm picking up on doesn't seem to be one that is, and I don't want to give you false hope on that either. So maybe just reach out. If he doesn't have you blocked, reach out and see with it. And that's the Seven of Cups, the confusion. Like there's too much confusion here. And whenever there's confusion, it means no. It means that there's too much confusion. It means our energy is not focused in the right place. And it means if we're not clear, we're not going to even be able to manifest in a clear. And like the whole reading there is showing me, is showing me that they're in a relationship, and there's the mother, there's another woman, and in the position between the two of you, it was like the Three of Swords, the Ten of Swords, the World card, which all shows ending. And I don't want to tell you that because I know you're manifesting this in. So it's either back to the drawing board or reach out to them and see what's going on with them so that you won't be confused. All right, let's. Like I feel bad for that. I don't know how else to read that reading, and you know how it goes. I mean, it's yeah. All right, let me. All right, so let me just make sure I can catch up with everybody. I see Sandy, Jaton, 3 for Jaton, and all right, Tajan times 3. You're welcome. I'm sorry I couldn't get a better answer for you, but let me. All right. You can get my. All right. Any messages from Spirit concerning my love life in the next couple weeks? Currently in separation with someone I really care about. He wanted to keep things casual, and I'm looking for a relationship. It didn't end badly. We were just looking for different things at the time. Wondering if we might get back together. If not, curious if someone new is on the horizon. All right. You know, the Venus in retrograde is really going to test us. It's going to test us in relationships. This is going to be a time when we finally look at relationships that are toxic for us, that are wasting our energy, and whether or not we're going to want to stay in them or not. Janine, is that you, Janine? Yep, I did get yours. So I'll just put, click you in and put you in here. It's going to be hard being me doing these readings because I pick up on the current energy, and And I'm going to have a bottle of wine. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. All right. Let's see. Neutral or better? Neutral or better? All right. So let's see about this person. It ended because he wanted something. I'm really feeling, you guys, this is just like, I'm like, I've been saying to myself lately, I want to date again. And I'm like, nope. I want love too, but I don't know. I'm going to wait till we can go to Mars. I want to be one of the first ones on Mars. I'm going to say, fuck it. My kids got their life going. They don't need me anymore. And I'm going to go to Mars. All right. Will you get back together with this person? It's saying 6 of Swords. It's saying it might, it might be time to move on from that. Or they're moving on. Let's see what the challenge, let's see what the possible outcome is. Well, let's see their feelings. Their thoughts are they're moving on. They're trying to move on. The High Priestess. All right, there's been deception, or there's just, it's like, you already know the answer to this one. It's like they wanted something casual, and I just feel like you got to trust yourself here in this one. I've got the 5 of Swords. It's a no-win situation with this person, right? Doesn't mean they're a bad person. Right? It doesn't mean that they didn't have attraction for you. The High Priestess shows attraction, and but the thing is there's a no-win situation. You guys are not on the same page when it comes to what you want. And it's just going to be a lot of mind games. It's going to be a lot of frustration. It's going to be a lot of arguing with this person. And it's, it's not worth your time with this person right now. Everything's a right now. Nothing's set in stone. But again, it's going with that momentum again. If you give somebody time and space and you move away, you're going to find out the truth. They'll either come back the way, they want, the way you want them to, because they'll know what they've got when it's gone. Or you'll finally realize that it was not worth your time. You have other options out there. All right. I wouldn't invest any more time in this one here. Yeah, it's not that they're a bad person at all. It's that they're being honest with you when they say that they didn't want a relationship. They didn't want a relationship, and maybe someday they will, but not right now. It's not showing right now. And it's just going to play games with your head. So is there anybody on the horizon for you? Anybody on the horizon for you? 2 of Wands. Got to get out there. There is somebody out there for you. All right. The Star card. All right. Could be an Aquarian energy. What you desire desires you. Start manifesting in exactly what you want. Do you know what you want in a relationship? Really, manifesting is so easy, but we make it so hard when it comes to love. When you know what you want and you have your term set and you set it and you just know it and you don't take any bullshit along the way. You don't take any distractions along the way. You wait for the one, and that one will show up. Whenever you take distractions, it takes longer for your one to show up. So when you're manifesting love in your life, and you know, and then if you're playing around with some fool, some jackass that wants to breadcrumb you, and you're going, well, maybe this is the one. The spirits, your soul's already telling you that's not your one, because that's not what you're manifesting in. You know what I mean? So we've got to learn to ditch people as quick as we can. Ditch them as fast, treat them as fast as they treat you, treat them the same, move on. But it does look like you're moving towards an Aquarian or somebody that you has mutual desire for you. And the Two of Wands says, give it a chance. You know, Seven of Wands, stay grounded and speak up. All right. Right. The Tower moment. All right. So there is an energy here of putting your foot down and speaking up and knowing exactly what you want. Have boundaries with this person. So it seems to me like boundaries is the issue that's coming up with you. Trust and boundaries. But there's a possibility with this Aquarius. So I would continue talking to this Aquarius. And somebody just said, be careful with that Aquarius energy, male-wise. You know, you say that, but one of my really good friends is an Aquarius, and he was one of the most straight men I ever met. And so cautious and so conservative and reserved about relationships, right? So, and he analyzes everything and he watches everything everybody does. So, but I've known an Aquarius who was like just obnoxiously, I don't even want to tell the story. And he was dating one of my friends, and like, we all just knew so many things about him, and it's like she didn't care though, but he was. So I've seen both sides of that Aquarian energy. Actually, I just remembered that. So you are right, Lavender. you absolutely. I'm sorry, I have to go with you with that one. Let's just hope that she's going with the Aquarian, the positive conservative Aquarian that I knew, not the other one. Yeah, boundaries is going to be your man, that guy was awful. He was awful. I couldn't believe it. She's, you know, just lucky I have morals, and I was just like, get the fuck out of here. And it was not just me, it was everybody. And she acting like she didn't know it. We are sending good prayers to you. Just have boundaries. All right. Lori. And zodiacs, guys, you know that we're all not our zodiacs, right? You know that we all are made up of the whole zodiac. I mean, there is some truths to the zodiac, of course. It's personality traits, and we can group people in certain, we can see a lot of people with the same qualities, but you can find any sign like that. All right. I'm currently single. Just a quick check to see if I will rekindle with my fire sign on a friendship level. If anyone new is coming in as well as far as relationship, let's just get some cards and see. Will you rekindle with a fire sign? I'll see if a fire sign shows up. What's coming in for you? I got the Queen of Swords. I'm seeing back off from that one. You might want to think twice about that. Could be communication with it though. But that just flew out. So I'm kind of thinking that's just representing you. All right. You just got to be true. All right. Yeah, there could be another try. All right. The Nine of Wands is saying there's a setback right now, but you can't trust them. And the Ace of Wands, unrequited, but there could be a rekindling. All right. With the fire energy. But it is unrequited. You can't trust them. All right. So is there anybody new possibly coming in? 5 of Cups. I feel like you're you're in this energy where you're still focusing on this person. So right now in the current energy, I am not seeing anybody else, but I am seeing, you know, the Ace of Cups, but still in reverse, it's unrequited. So it looks like you'll probably rekindle or you'll connect with the fire sign again, but just remember that you still get the Five of Cups energy there. So that Queen of Swords is saying, think twice. Think twice, Lori. I'm not laughing. I need to make this clear. I'm not laughing at anybody. This is an energy that I'm feeling very deeply for you guys, and I'm frustrated for you guys, and I know how difficult this is for you guys, and I'm trying to keep the energy upbeat while we're talking about some of these energies. That's all I'm trying to do. So, just so you know that. All right. So, Rachel. Did you guys see the live that I did with my sister and Rux? I did with my sister and Rux with the Venus in retrograde. She gave a good description about it. So it can show you what you might be up against the next, you know, couple months and so forth. So it'll help you work through these energies. All right, so Rachel, my ex Todd has resurfaced after 4 years. See, it does happen. It happens. They come back. He just broke up with his girlfriend. Are there emotions there, or is he just looking for a rebound? Let's see. Yes, wait, yes, that's my sister. My sister, yes. They always come back around at some point. I've got some weird, like I haven't responded, but like I don't go to Facebook that often. And I got like, Frankie, like on there, like from somebody I hadn't talked to in a year. I'm like, what the hell? They come back around. I'm like, where the hell did you come from? Yes, Battie's my sister. Yes. Let's see. We go live every now and then. We went live on New Year's Eve together. We do collabs, and we may go on her birthday again. We went on her birthday last year. We do sister collabs occasionally, and we have like the best energy together. I love when we go together. All right. So we're looking at this 4-year relationship, Spirit. Are there any emotions, or is this person just looking for a rebound? So let's get this person. I got the Hanged Man. So they're going through a transition. So I would go slow. All right. So it is a transition. So obviously it can be a rebound. All right. The Fool card. They're looking for a fresh start. All right. The challenge is though the King of Swords. All right. So it's not that they're not thinking clearly. They're just trying to get over or rebound. All right. And I've got the Strength card. But what the Strength card's telling me though is that you guys have a chance to rebuild this. All right. Just be confident, and you know, maybe you guys can have a second try. But keep this in mind though, that they are I know these readings got me sweating too. Believe me, my hands are sweating when I'm reading these, because try being on my position where I'm like always trying to be like a really, you know, diplomatic and kind about everything, but be straightforward and not bullshit you. And but at the same time, I can see some positive in this. It's just showing you right now that they are trying to move on, that they are going through a transition period. Emotions are not showing up. They're showing up as the King of Swords. So they're kind of like, you know, guys do this when they go from one relationship to the next. But the Strength card says this is a bond that can grow over time. So it looks as though that you could rebuild this. But advice card, I'm getting the Five of Swords though. So is this a battle you want to fight again? I don't know why you guys broke up the first time. And I don't know if there was a lot of head games. I don't know if there was a lot of arguing, frustration, fighting, communication issues. But there definitely could be that this time right away, because they're not showing up as being whole, you know, but they're not showing up as being an asshole either, just not whole. Right? A lot of work, 10 of Wands. It might frustrate you. So just take your time with it during this time. I know. I hope I provide you some clarity too. I should take a break during the retrogrades from doing readings. I'm due for a little bit of a break soon. I may in the next couple months kind of take a little bit of a break from it, because it does get it does get hard. You know, within personal readings, behind the scenes, I can go a little bit more in depth and give you some, you know, I can look at things and I can see, you know, but when you're doing them this quick in front and they're just quick mini reads, you know, there's only so much you can do. And then add in, like, you know, advice of how to deal with it. So it can be a little bit, Alyssa. The reason why I love the lives, though, is because the messages are the messages, and there's no, it doesn't drain my energy as much anymore, because I especially today, you know, blowing up my energy as much as I did during my workshop. I've been doing these shamanic workshops, so, and I know how to disconnect when I leave. But when I'm in it with you guys, I'm in it with you guys. Like, I'm seeing you guys. I'm seeing your relationship. I'm trying to feel into what you're feeling. I'm feeling the cards. I'm knowing exactly how it would make me feel. You know, it's all these things going on at once that but when you stay in a mindset of not taking on somebody else's energy, and you got to do this in your own lives. You got to make sure you're doing this in your own lives. You can be picking up people's energies all the time. You know, you can do it if you can keep your light so bright, like you can keep yourself separated from other people. But it's still, it can be draining if you don't cleanse your energy. Yeah. So but that's why I've cut the readings down to where, like, I will only go so far and then I won't do any more. So Alyssa, what is the current energy between my friend Mariah and I? All right, let's see. I do. I got like 4 more slots left. Got some updates. It's been about 3 weeks. Yeah, I told you. You just got a message from them. All right. Let's see. Mariah. All right. 3 of Wands. The 8 of Pentacles. Could work out. All right. We got the 5 of Wands, though. 6 of Pentacles. But we got the Ace of Cups. All right. What's the conflict? I got the 3 of Wands. There's their distance, location, maybe not, but I got the Ace of work. It looks like work's the issue. The 6 of Pentacles, they can't give as much energy to this as you want, but there is love there. There's a possibility. You got the 2 aces showing up. There is a possibility here of things moving into something more than just friendship. But right now there seems to be conflict with energy exchange. And I got the Two of Cups here. So it does seem like there's mutual attraction, but with the Five of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles and that Six of Pentacles, it looks like time and energy could be an issue, and that it's hard to find common ground. But I do see possibility of expansion and growth here, and maybe moving forward. You got the Ace, the Ace and the Two of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. So any advice for you? King of Wands, stay confident, know exactly what you want, be assertive, be assertive, be assertive. That's actually an energy that's been coming through a lot lately. I think there's a sense of taking more control, being more confident, and yeah, that could be what I was picking up on. So the King of Wands, I think by you being more like just confident and assertive and being, being strong, being in your feminine, but strong feminine, you know what I mean? I think that's going to make you more attractive. And I think just stay true to your vision. There's attraction there. Just be confident, be generous, be genuine. The Two of Pentacles, it might take some time, but I think that things can work out here. Yeah. That makes sense too. So I don't always look at that I don't always get that message about who she is and things like that, but that fits that card with, Six of Pentacles and the Two of Cups, not sure, friends or lovers, things like that, or that can definitely with those cards mean that. And so, but there's a strong possibility, but it's saying it could take some time. Just remain confident, and it looks like it could work out for you. That's a tough situation. But when you really want something, especially if the King of Wands show up, if you really want something, you can make it happen. Yeah. So that's the thing is, so she threw you off by saying she could see the two of you together. All right. So here's where that King of Wands comes in. The confidence. The more confident, okay, and stable you are in yourself, the more sure you are in yourself, the more attractive you're going to be in that situation. Two of Pentacles says it could take some time. Yes. Those are tough ones, though, when people aren't sure of the position they want to play in relationships, and that's kind of a difficult one for you too. That is a difficult one for you too. When somebody's sure in their sexuality and somebody else isn't, you really are playing playing with a little bit of fire there. So with the King of Wands too, could also be control your emotions and your intensity, and as well, maybe because you don't want to get too invested too quickly, and then if she's going back and forth, that's where you might get caught up in your emotions even quicker, and you may end up getting hurt. So just yeah. So good luck. Yeah, that is a tough one. All right, who or what is coming towards me? I'm a little worried about this North Node. All right, Kay. No, I'm not going to go to. I'm recharging in Oregon. This is a great place to recharge. This is another spiritual place. This is where I'm doing a lot of stuff here. My next, I would go to Austin, Texas. Sedona I've been to before, and Sedona's overrated at the moment, in a lot of ways. But it's absolutely beautiful there. I've been there before. All right, so I'm a little worried about the North Node transit in my 8th house, my moon in 8th house, and 8th house in Aries. Your 8th house is in Aries. But what's your sun sign? Because I have 8th house Aries, so you're a Virgo. Are you a Virgo rising? Yeah, Utah is a great place to reset too. Leo sun. Okay. Are you Virgo rising? All right, because I'm an 8th house Aries as well, and I'm a Virgo rising. Virgo rising. I am not under the impression. I'm not that scared of this North Node, right? And I have Chiron. I have Chiron in 8th house, and the North Node's transit in that, and mine too. And I'm a Scorpio, and you're a Leo. And I think some of these transits, it might just be asking you to tap into that North Node Aries a little bit more. You know, being confident, being assertive in relationships, being more independent, taking charge, and you know, and I'm not an astrologer, you know, obviously, but the thing is even with the fact that I like to know about it and I like to check in on it, I check on it more to see what it's saying, and then I'm like, hell no, this shit ain't gonna fuck with me, because I believe in resetting the mind. There's nothing you can do. Because like the way I look at it, whenever I get in these like little fears when we talk about these transits, is I know damn well that Matthew McConaughey and Joe Rogan, and I know Joe Dispenza and Abraham Hicks are not worried or scared about transits, and they manifest amazing things into their life. And so I think what happens is these tools are good for us to self-reflect. They're good to self-reflect and get us to know who we are and what we need to, it's showing us what we might need to look at, like how we could react in a situation. And my thing is always trying to get the message across to everybody is, if we can control how we react in every situation, we don't have to worry about anything. We just have to know that, okay, there's some heavier transits happening right now. There's some things that might be coming up for me. But if I'm aware that this is in this house of mine, and I have some healing work to do there, and I might freak out in a relationship, where can I prepare myself to not react? Because when we react, our emotions take over, and our emotions make situations worse than the actual situation was. So really, it's just about controlling your mind and your reactions in every moment. And so, because I said the same thing, like, I'm like, when is Scorpio, all this shit gonna stop? You know, Aries is in Chiron for another 3 years. I'm like, you know, I'm, and every time I look at my chart, like there's hell coming, you know, it's like, I feel like, you know, we don't get a break. We'll never get a break. But when I come back to my true belief system of every moment I have a choice to change my beliefs, and I can control my reactions and my experience and my outcome, none of this shit matters. None of this shit matters. Not even tarot. None of this shit matters. Nothing. And so if we can just remember that these transits can be more helpful for us to be self-aware of how we react, but we can, yeah. So I wouldn't be worried about it. I would just tap into the positive part about it. And so who or what is coming towards you? Yeah, like if you look at every month, there's a new transit that's like doom. Like, oh shit. The apocalypse is coming every month. You know? Friggin' apocalypse. All right. 8 of Wands. So something's coming in. We got the 5 of Wands. Get the 7 of Swords. And we got the Wheel of Fortune. All right, so you could have an unexpected opportunity. Things could be picking up pace, but you know why is the 5 of Wands and the 5 of Wands and the 7 of Swords here? I mean, it's almost like you've got to be honest. You're fighting something, or you're fighting with somebody, or you keep fighting for somebody, and it's not worth it. It's not worth it for you. So the Wheel of Fortune is almost like the Wheel of Fortune is the wheel of karma. So we can keep fighting and keep staying on this wheel of karma, or we can choose to make, to get off this cycle, and there could be another opportunity coming in for you with that Wheel of Fortune. But your destiny is like your karma is everything. For every action we do, there's a reaction. So even though the destiny card, the Wheel of Fortune card, can show a destined to something coming in and happening, it's almost like it doesn't just come out of nowhere. It came out of the choices that we've made in the past, right? So I do feel as though that you've got to make some different choices here. There's somebody sneaking around, or you don't want to be honest with yourself about a situation that probably is a no-win situation. All right. So the Wheel of Fortune could be also just talking about you got to take chances. You might have to get off this wheel and go a different direction. All right. Because I'm not seeing somebody specific here. That's why I'm saying that. But with that, when the 7 of Swords shows up for me, it's like, what's going on? What's going on? That you've got to be honest with yourself about something. I've got the 9 of Wands, and I got the Hermit card. I almost feel like taking a break here. Don't give up, but it's like maybe you've been dealing with people who've been dishonest, or people who've cheated or lied to you, or, you're constantly, or a lot of competition. You're dating a lot of people that have a lot of competition. The Hermit card is almost like maybe you got to go solo for a minute. All right. The 4 of Cups. It's like you're not receiving what you want to receive in love. And the 8 of Wands here can be telling me for you to take chances and meet. Well, the Wheel of Fortune with the 8 of Wands is almost like get back out there and go see, don't give up. But the Hermit card is saying like you've been down this road way too long. So it's time to move on and go see what else is out there. You may have to talk to a few more people. But don't give up. But remember, the Wheel of Fortune says if you keep going after the same thing, you're going to keep getting what you get. And I'm not seeing anybody new coming in, because it does seem like you're fighting with some sort of same energy. But the 8 of Wands is saying, look at the Chariot card. Move on and focus somewhere else. Yeah. All right. I do think I'm going to shut down the questions, because I do have a lot more left, and these are intense readings tonight. So I think this is how I know when we got plenty. We've got plenty of questions. All right. You're welcome. All right, Amy. All right. What are Raymond the Leo's feelings and intentions for me? What are Leo's? What are Raymond, the Leo's feelings and intentions with me? Well, there's the Leo. All right, the Moon card. 9 of Pentacles. And the 5 of Cups. They still want to be single. They're not looking for a commitment. There's emotions there. They have feelings. But there's the Moon card. You never know what you're going to get with the Moon card. You know, the Moon is kind of always shifting and changing circumstances. But the challenge, the 9 of Pentacles, is there's no foundation. There's no stability here. And the 5 of Cups, it's just more grief. More grief for you. It's like, I don't think they're looking for what you're looking for. So you may be, you know, you might get sucked into the illusion. You might get sucked into the feelings, the emotions, and but there's deception with the Moon card, you know. You might not be seeing things clearly. It doesn't look like they want a commitment, and you may end up feeling bad again about the situation, is what I'm getting. Right? So it's not that there's, you know, the thing that sucks is that whenever I say, you know, there's a card that says, you know, there's feelings there, they're always going back and forth, but it's very wishy-washy and inconsistent, and it's always changing. And that's what's gonna it's eating away at your soul with that 5 of Cups. And there's always this energy of, well, if I can at least, you know, if I feel that or I get that, maybe things will get better. But it's like that's the starting point, and it's like it's uphill battle from here when it's in this situation. So that's what I've got. You got the Moon, you know, the 9 of Pentacles in the challenge position, and the 5 of Cups in the intentions. And that's them showing up. It's all about me, right? And the 9 of Pentacles, it's all about me. Nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying they're a bad person for it. They're just single, and it's all about them. You know, they're not looking for a relationship. Not right now, anyways. I feel like I always have to put that disclaimer. Not right now. But you do, you know, like ultimate choice in whatever it is you want to do. All right. None. What is the future outcome between Ray, Scorpio, and I, Aries? What is his feelings towards me? All right, so let's get thoughts, feelings, and future outcome. Future outcome. I only got the 5 of Swords, so some head games, mind games, stress, mental stress. You know, the Sun card, though, right? The Knight of Cups is the feelings here, and the 5 of Pentacles is future intentions. So it looks like it's fun. There's romance there. But I'm seeing the 5 of Pentacles and the 5 of Swords. So there's some head games, and then there's a still feeling kind of left out in the cold or rejected. So there could be that this is a very fun person, or there's attraction there, and maybe there's romantic feelings there. But the outcome with the 5 of Pentacles and 5 of Swords is in the Hermit card. It just feels as though there's no commitment there. And you might be left alone, or just feeling like you're always rejected or left out in the cold, right? Not getting what you want, not getting what you put into it. But there are romantic feelings. So I don't know what that means. I don't know if this person's not stable, if they're financially struggling, or if they're a stress case. They don't know what they want in life. I mean, I don't know what that is, but it doesn't look very stable as a commitment, but the romance is there. All right. MBK. What is Shatorian's feelings towards me? Does she want me intimately? Let's see. Need some water. What are my child's mother Shatorian's feelings towards me? Seven of Swords. There's trust issues with you, or doesn't trust you. The challenge, commitment, or she's in a commitment, or there's a relationship, or. But I got the Temperance card. Maybe she doesn't trust restoring balance to this relationship, but maybe she is thinking about it. But the challenge is the Four of Wands, which is stability. Not seeing a strong foundation, not trusting in building a strong foundation here. But the Temperance card still says that there's love there and that there's still thoughts of restoring balance to this relationship. So I got the Six of Wands. Things might be turning here. Things might be looking better. Does she want you intimately? You know, the Eight of Swords and the King of Cups. She still stresses about her feelings. You know, the Death card. But the feelings are changing, though. Something's changing in this connection. I know you've been looking at this for a long time. I'm wondering if there still is there's still a relationship, but it looks as though there's still some trust issues about rebuilding the family or rebuilding the, and I do have the Child here, the Page of Wands, but the King of Pentacles is in reverse. So it's almost like she's still afraid of, or doesn't trust the stability here. But there is something shifting here where there's uncertainty. There's still some negative feelings there, but they're changing for you. And there's some energy here with that Temperance card saying, you know, the Knight of Swords. Good news. So you're getting some sort of shift here. You know, Eight of Cups. Maybe there's an energy of evolving, moving on, letting go of the past. You know, but the Nine of Cups here, Nine of Cups in reverse, though, too, can still be feelings of uncertainty if this is what she wants. So I don't know what's going on in your situation, and I don't know, you know, that's the best I can interpret it because it's a complicated situation. And it might not be moving as fast as these cards are saying. But there is a shift, and I can just see that there's still a lot of distrust around stability in this relationship, maybe finances, maybe control issues, maybe negative feelings or thoughts about, you know, emotions and feelings about what has been said in the past, or whether or not she just still has feelings. The intimacy is not showing up just yet. It's just concern about or changing feelings here. And thoughts about restoring balance. So that, you know, and then we got the Page of Wands. Page of Wands, though, can be showing curious to maybe start things up again and see where things go. So let me know if that resonated. I haven't seen you in a while, but let me know if that resonated. All right, Yvonne. And thank you again, Christina, for becoming a member. All right, so Yvonne, I do see you put 2 in. Let me see. What is the future outcome with Aries? And I am expecting, and am I expecting a baby? You want to know if you're expecting a baby? Have you got a pregnancy test? It did resonate. All right, yay. Yay, you are one soul that won't give up, man. And you've got it. It's shifting. So good for you. Thank you for letting me know. All right. So the baby thing, I'll see if a baby card comes out. But I mean, you got to take a test. These are things that you can go run down to the store right now and find out, and go let us all know. I don't know if it's menopause or pregnancy. Yeah, but if you take a test, it'll tell you. Because if you're at an age where you have menopause, I mean, you got to take a test. Because the cards are gonna, if a card comes up and says, I mean, I have pulled cards for people and they found out they were pregnant. But I mean, the accuracy of this, it's more about psychoanalyzing than it is about accuracy and predicting. I've taken 5 tests between and late for 18 days. But the tests are coming back negative. So if the tests are coming back negative, have you had I mean, I can give you a million reasons why, but let's see. But I mean, I'm going to see if there's a few. It's one question though. You're asking 2 questions though. So I'll see if a baby card comes up, but I'll ask what the future is of Aries and if there's any indication of a baby card. All right. The 6 of Pentacles is showing friends. I got the 2 of Pentacles. I got the 5 of Pentacles. Could be financial issues, but there's a lot going on with this part. There's a lot of Pentacles here. All right. The 2 of Wands in reverse. It might not be going anywhere. There's a lot of financial struggles in this relationship. At this point, you're at a crossroads with them. I don't know what's holding them back. It looks like finances. It looks like they're going back and forth. They got a lot going on. I don't know if there's 2 people involved, if they're juggling, because you got the 2 of Pentacles and the 2 of Wands. So they're kind of in a position where they can't make a move just yet. And it doesn't look like this is moving forward. I do see you guys are friends or you care about one another, but something's holding them back here. I'm not seeing baby. I'm not seeing expecting a baby here. And are they in a relationship with somebody else? Or are they, do they have another relationship going on? So I would take a test. Again, I would go to the doctors and take a test. But the future is showing the 2 of Pentacles and the 2 of Wands. So there is possibility, but right now there's something holding them back with that 5 of Pentacles and the 6 of Pentacles. And I'm not, when I get all the Pentacles and I don't see the romance, I don't know. And the 10 of Cups, I don't know if maybe they're uncertain about if they want a relationship. All right. Let me get some water. Have you just met them? Because it changes the dynamic if you just met them. I don't know what the problem is. Taurus woman, I am single and wondering about a certain Cancer man from my past. Yes, CG. No, I was wondering if, yeah, I was saying to Yvonne, I was trying to give her a little bit more clarification. There just wasn't a lot of clarification in that reading. It was just the uncertainty. You got the cards were the 2, just so you can have your cards and you can look them up. Yeah. Taurus woman, I'm single and wonder about if a certain Cancer man from my past will return. A lot of readings are hinting to yes, but wondering what you can pick up. All right. 2 months. And it's the 2s. Maybe it's too certain. I want to leave you with, so that you feel a little bit of clarity there. There just seems to be uncertainty around whether or not they want a relationship yet, but it's not saying no. The 2 of Wands is saying there's possibilities, but there's hesitation to move forward. And the 5 of Pentacles is showing some lack of something, or there's some struggle going on. So I don't know what the struggle is. So I didn't want to leave. I didn't know how that came across. I didn't know if you got that message. And it wasn't meant to be like, oh, this isn't going to happen. But I just wanted to make sure you were clear about that. So you felt clear about it. All right. I am a Taurus woman, single, and wondering if a certain Cancer man from my past will return. A lot of readings are hinting to yes, but wondering what I can pick up. Let's see what we can pick up about this Cancer returning. Is there a Cancer returning? All uprights. The middle card will be the challenge, or if there's a something you need to know. All right, I got the 2 of Wands for you as well too. All right, I got the Queen of Pentacles. All right, the challenge is the 3 of Cups though. Third party situation, or it could be just like hanging out, making third party situation. It could be just like overindulging. I don't know if you guys have had a situation like that in the past, because the Queen of Pentacles is here too. I don't know if there's another person in, so there could be some just like hanging out after a couple drinks. I don't know. And I've got the Knight of Swords. So I do see communication coming in, but the problem is the 3 of Cups. So the 3 of Cups might be a third party, or it could be they just want to hang out and have a good time, or just say hi. But you do have the 2 of Wands, so it does show a possibility here, but there's a hesitation, there's holding back, and it could be because there's somebody else in the picture. All right, and that's what's keeping them from. That's what's keeping them from reconciling. Yeah, that could be it too. 3 of Cups is dating around. He's from Hinge. Well, I'm sure he's dating around. If they don't take their profile down, then they're dating around. I mean, it is what it is. Sometimes we got to look at things for exactly what it is. If I was in a relationship and my man had his face on that, you'd never see me again. I wouldn't even confront him. Wouldn't even confront him. You're on Hinge? No fucking way. Get out of here, right? You gotta sometimes take things for what they are, for what you see them, unless you're in an open relationship and you don't care about that shit. But that whole he won't delete me or swipe left, like, I would have swiped left. You swipe left. Swipe left. That doesn't mean shit. It means you're an option. It means they're keeping you as an option. Or they're trying to piss you off. Or they're trying to irritate you. Or they just don't care. They're trying to ignore it. These games people play. I'm not being hardcore on you. I'm sorry if that's coming across. That's why I won't go on those apps. I will not go on those apps. I've tried them a couple times, and it's like I last no more than a week or two. I'm just like done. I think I go on there just to laugh. Because the games people play on there, I trust the people that are so honest, and they're like actually on there going, I'm in 10 marriages and looking for another 10. I trust them more than anybody else. Nobody tells the truth on those things, and it's like not even a safe place to date. It doesn't seem like anymore. People play too many games. see. I'm such a negative. I'm so negative when it comes to that shit. And then it's like, well, Frankie, what do I do to go find a, and then I'm like, well, go on the dating apps. You just got to learn to swipe quick. You're welcome. All right. I'm Scorpio. My guy is Pisces. We are currently in separation. Is reconstruction possible in the future for us? Please and thank you. All right. Let's see. Yeah, it was. I mean, I've had friends back in the day who's met people on some of the apps. You know what I mean? And but I think it's really just become a nightmare. You know. All right, my guy is Pisces. We're currently in separation. Is reconstruction possible in the future for us? Please and thank you. Yeah, I got the Seven of Swords showing up. I got the Sun card. It's like you can't trust them. Right, the Ten of Wands. A lot of work. And I got the Empress. So there is a possibility of you guys reconstructing this. It's going to be a lot of work. Somebody's not responsible. Somebody's very irresponsible. And somebody you can't trust. So the Empress card is showing up here. You know, there could be you. It's, talking about, knowing your worth here with this person too. The Sun card tells me a yes. There's a possibility of reconciling. All right. But it's going to be a lot of work for you and a lot of stress for you with that Seven of Swords and the Ten of Wands. Yeah. And so the thing about the apps too is a lot of women lose their self-worth because they don't even realize who they're talking to half the time, and they're getting rejected by losers. Absolutely losers. And you're thinking these pictures that they put up are honest, and then some people aren't even FaceTiming or talking to the people, and they're indulging all kinds of information, and then they get rejected or ghosted, and you never even met the person or really, I mean, they were a loser, so. I'm really negative about those apps tonight, so I need to just stop talking about them because there's probably people that will have. All right, I don't know who this Jennifer person is, and if this is somebody who's done this to me before, like you come in, you make a payment, and then you leave, and then in a week I get a message that there's a super chat. That's not how this is working on here. It gets really, really confusing for me. And it's just more work for me on behind the scenes to have to keep track of all these things. So if you're here, I apologize for saying that, but I don't know if you are here. I need your question. Hi, Kanez. Gypsy Love. And then who am I? Did I miss the okay, so I did miss I have Gypsy, and then I have to do Taja because Taja's here. I don't know. Wait a minute, where was she on the list? Christina. Okay, so I missed Taja. So I got to do Taja first. She was a couple people before, and I didn't put her on the list. So, Gypsy, before I do you, I've got to do Taja because she paid a while ago, and I didn't. I skipped her. All right, and then I'll go back. All right. So let me see. All right. Let's see. My daughter's going to meet a Russian guy named Mikhail in South Korea. Americans. My son's girlfriend's South Korean. My son's over there. My son's in Tokyo right now. She's leaving, going on a trip to see him. He tells her he can't leave the country. All right. This is like, honestly, I'm not comfortable with doing these. I will see if there's any red flags, but some of the things that you want me to ask are out of my comfort zone, to be honest with you. Because I don't want to answer something like that and be wrong, right? That's kind of a question that's out of my comfort zone. So I do, just in the future, because you've asked quite a few questions in the past too that are just out of my comfort zone. They're just things that I'm not Sylvia Brown, and even she has predicted some things and they didn't come through, and she's predicted millions of things that did, and it's just an energy that is uncomfortable. Can you type your question again, Jennifer, so I can get it now? Because I tried scrolling and I couldn't find it. So I'll just see what cards come up for that, and but I'm not going to be held accountable for this one, for this one. All right. It looks like she's going to be fine. The Ten of Swords, though, it's not going to end. They're not going to end up together. The travel, she might not even go. But the Star card and the Empress card says that she just might not be interested in them. She might not end up. She might not end up going, right? Yeah, I'm just not comfortable answering that. I saw Sylvia. All right. All right. All right. I'm hoping I can have a friendship with LB. I would love to hang out with him. Is there a good probability I will get to spend time with LB, hang out together? We lost contact and haven't spoke in years. I tried manifesting. I would love to hang out with him. All right, I got the Nine of Cups. I got the Seven of Pentacles, the Three of Cups, and I got the Five of Cups, though. So you got to stop focusing on the past. It looks as though there's a possibility here with the Seven of Pentacles and the Three of Cups. There could be a reconciliation, and the Nine of Cups. But the Five of Cups can be saying, if you're trying to manifest them, you might be focusing too much on the past and the fact that you don't have them. So I would just focus on manifesting. The Seven of Pentacles says there's a roadblock and you can get around it. And I just think that you got to stop focusing on the fact that there's distance between the two of you. Yeah, I would just, she's already paid, but if she really doesn't want to go and they don't get along, I mean, I would suck up the money loss. You know how many things I've paid for in my life, and I look back and I'd probably be a millionaire by now. If it doesn't feel right, don't go. Is there a strong probability that my landlord will keep his word and we move into the beach house he promised us? All right, let's see. Oh yeah, the astrology with Rux was awesome. I hope we do it again in the future at some point. It did go long, but it was our first time, and so make it a little bit shorter next time. But let me see. My landlord will keep his word and will move into the beach house he promised us. All right, I got the 4 of Swords. I got the 10 of Pentacles. I got the 7 of Pentacles. So it's going to stress you out for a bit, but it does look like they'll keep their word. It might take a little time, the 4 of Swords, but not that much longer. All right. Some things that there's a hold up, it could be fine. I don't know, money, or they're working on something, they're fixing something. But your cards are the 4 of Swords, the 10 of Pentacles, and the 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, so you know what the thing is, Kinez, some people were complaining, but I don't, there's always going to be people that complain. She was meant to teach us about the transits, which is why she was on for a while, and then we were doing all the reads at the end. And so people just wanted the all signs, but the whole thing was Venus retrograde. You know, it was about the astrology. I thought it was perfect. Yeah, so I thought it was perfect too. But when we're on a tarot channel, you know, we got to break it up a little bit more. I get, you know, so that the people who aren't students of astrology will get little get little doses of it. So maybe in the future, during the next big transit, we'll have her on again and do it again, because I loved it. All right, so let's go back to Jennifer and then Gypsy. And then I got Sandy, and then the Ballad of Janine, and then I've got Nick, and then we are done. All right. So Jennifer, where was your question? I just saw it. Okay, here we go. All right. You're welcome. Pisces Sun asking how my Taurus is feeling after his recent divorce and what his thoughts, actions towards me are. All right, so let's look first at what he's feeling after his recent divorce so I can keep that separate. All right, Knight of Wands, the 9 of Pentacles, the Hierophant. I feel like they're still dealing with their divorce, all right? There's still a little hesitancy to move too quickly into another relationship. 4 of Swords. They just need a little time and space for clarity. They're a little overwhelmed. So they're trying to rebuild themselves with that 9 of Pentacles. The Hierophant, the challenge part, you know, they just got out of a commitment. Maybe it really bothers them still. But we got the Knight of Wands here. So it's like they do want to move forward. But there's something about the commitment part right now, you know, just jumping straight into a commitment. And that's your Taurus energy. Maybe trying to just recoup. The 4 of Swords is recoup. That's it. Right? Thoughts about you, the Sun card, the 2 of Pentacles, feelings, and the 4 of Cups. All right, so the 4 of Cups is just, it looks as though they're getting the 4s. So it's like they're happy with you. There's, you know, there's a lot of fun. There's joy, positive thoughts towards you. 2 of Pentacles, though, in their feelings, going back and forth about what they want to do, because the 4 of Cups, they're still like in this energy of, you know, love sucks in a way. You know what I mean? Like it's just recoup. They need to rebuild themselves. They're in an energy of needing to be alone for a minute and figure out what they want. Does that resonate with you? The Knight of Wands, I don't know if you guys are already dating, or, there is passion there, there is attraction there, but know that the fours are coming up, which just means that give this person a little bit of time and space here to figure out their feelings, and recoup from all this. And things should work out fine. Looks like it could work out fine. You got the Sun card in there. All right, Gypsy Love. Do I see you reconnecting with your friend who is a Gemini? Do I see you reconnecting? Do I see you reconnecting with your Gemini, your friend who's a Gemini? Knight of Swords, good news. I've got the Three of Swords, though. Right now you're in separation. Definitely there's some sadness or heartbreak, challenges. There's been an ending, serious ending, completion. And you got the Death card. All right. So obviously there's been a major ending here for some reason. But the Death card is saying that there's change happening. There's been some transformation. Especially with the Knight of Swords showing up with the Nine of Cups. So there is possibility here of reconnecting, and there's your Gemini. So good news coming in. But right now there's a lot of change happening, and you've got the World and the Death card with the Three of Swords. So you see a big ending. So there's something changing, and I've got the Three of Cups. So I don't know if there's an end into a third party. You got the Three of Swords and the Three of Cups, or a third party has to end, or they're dating somebody, or they're in a relationship, and that's what broke you guys up, or that's why you guys aren't friends. All right. You're welcome, Jennifer. So I hope that made sense, Gypsy. Sandy. Well, Stephen and I worked through this and be back together. Will Stephen and I work through this, and will we be back together? Oh, Lavender Lady. Okay. All right. Will Stephen and I work through this, and will we be together? Airing out my dirty laundry. All right. I got the Lovers card. I got the Six of Swords. And I got the Ten of Cups. I don't know if there was a lover involved, or there's another person involved, and that's what's holding this from moving past, or if they're in a relationship. But if not, it looks as though you guys could reconcile and move towards being in a relationship together with the Ten of Cups, because there is some regret, guilt, or shame. So I don't know if there was some sort of cheating or a love affair that was going on, but it does look like you guys will overcome this and move forward. The Lovers, the Six of Swords, and the Ten of Cups with the Nine of Swords. So somebody, definitely losing sleep or regretful or having anxiety over the situation. And I got the Ace of Cups there. So it looks like a possibility of a new beginning. So good luck. Thank you. It's like I'm getting a good one finally. Well, I got a couple good ones. All right, the Battle. Keep wanting to say the Ballad of Jane, and I know that's probably where you got it from, obviously. All right, the Ballad of Janine. So Let's see your question. What does the universe need me to make on my current relationship? What do you mean? What does the universe need me to make or need you to know on your current relationship? So what's your actual question? So I have a it needs to be kind of a specific question, so it won't go everywhere. You're awesome. Yeah, thank you. Should I trust it will work? All right. Should you trust that your current relationship will work? Let's see. Should you trust honesty in it? All right. So if I get any cards that show dishonesty, I'll let you know. But all right, I've got the World card. I've got the Six of Swords. I've got the Ace of Cups. And I've got the Lovers card. All right. So has there been cheating in the past already? I mean, there seems to be love between the two of you. So if there has been love and there has been no cheating, it looks as though you guys are moving towards calmer waters, and that this could turn into something very passionate. This could turn up into something pretty good, unless, of course, if there was some sort of choice, or there's another person involved, or there's been some dishonesty, you believe there has, but Ace of Swords. Well, you got the aces, and so I feel like maybe they're being honest with you right now, and that's showing trust. I don't know if something shifted between you guys, and if you guys have had some sort of discussion or something, but there's a lot of love showing up here. Even the Page of Cups. I mean, I'm pulling extra cards for you. So even the extra cards are saying, you guys may be moving on towards calmer waters now. Trust your instincts and trust yourself. I mean, if you thought something happened, but you guys have already apologized, you guys decided to move forward, I would say give it a go and see where it goes. Right? So of course you may have some trust issues with it, but if you feel like it's all been cleared and you guys are ready to move forward, the cards are looking like this person you guys are moving forward, moving towards at least clearer days. You're overcoming a situation. Yeah. So remember to always trust yourself, though. More than, like, these cards are just giving you insight. You're the one that knows. I don't know. I'm reading the cards, and if they resonate, you got to take them, but you got to trust yourself, not the cards. I mean, I do my best to interpret them and to pick up the energies that I'm getting and analyze the cards, but all right, we got the last one. Woo. All right, Nick. Let's see what's going on with Nick. Will I give updates when you come up to we'll give you updates when you come up to my reading. Basically, I moved out of my parents' house, downloaded some dating apps, seeing what's out there, got some people in talking. All right, you're welcome. Are you here, Nick? He wasn't here for the dating app talk. Oh, I just scared him. All right. Let's see. What's coming towards Nick? He's an Aquarius in love. All right. All right. Don't let it make you insecure. I mean, you might have to take a couple of rejections. You might have to reject a couple. It's not going to be the easiest game. I get the World card, 5 of Swords, 4 of Swords, 4 of Pentacles. All right, just be on guard when you go in there. It may overwhelm you. You may play some games. Don't let the game playing get you down. It may overwhelm you, and just be cautious. Be cautious is what I'm getting there with that. 2 of Pentacles, you may have choices between 2 people. I've got a Gemini, and I've got a 6 of Swords here. So let me see. And the Justice card. All right, you may end up moving in towards a commitment with a Gemini or a Libra. But it might take you quite a few times to get to this situation, this scenario. All right, because you have the 6 of Swords, which shows that you could be going back and forth a little bit. No problem, Nick. Just know that you might end up you might be playing back and forth with quite a few people, and it could get overwhelming. And just know that you're going to deal with some gameplay. Maybe make sure people aren't being deceitful. You got the 4 of Pentacles. Be on guard a little bit. It could get overwhelming for you, but don't give up. It's showing as though you may end up having a choice between 2 people. I've got a Gemini and I've got a Libra, and I see that you might go through quite a few of these like mishaps here, but it looks like you're going to move towards calmer waters, and move towards justice. So you may find your commitment, but it might take a few. Gemini and Libra is showing up for you, right? You've got a lot of options, 7 of Cups. So you may end up going through quite a few people here or talking to quite a few people, but eventually you'll narrow it down to 2 people. All right. So it's looking like you've got 4 there. I would say you've got a lot of options here. The 7 of Cups. Make sure to be very cautious about a couple of them, and don't ignore the red flags right away. And just know that it doesn't seem like it's going to take long before you find, like, the 6 of Swords is like, can be 6 weeks, up to 6 weeks, but the 4 of Swords can show you, being like overwhelmed by it. I got the Wheel of Fortune. So it's 50-50. You got to make sure you're taking risks here, but also not taking the, how do you say it? Just make sure you take the right risks, I guess, is the way to do it. So you got quite a few talking to do. The hardest part is being myself. That might be the 4 of Pentacles here, But you got to be cautious. Yeah. You want them to please you. You want them to impress you and please you. Like, I know we want to look good and show up in our best possible highest self. But if you're ever feeling like you have to put more energy forth in anything, that's a trauma response. That's like we automatically feel like we got to do more, and it's like, no. Just don't share everything. Yeah. Yeah, you need to remember that. Be mindful of that. And I'm telling you that because I was a trauma response my entire life. People pleaser. It was like everybody likes you everywhere you go. Of course they do. I do everything and I make sure, you know? And so whenever I'm not nice, it's a problem. But the thing is that I'm not being nice. I'm just not giving you my energy. People don't like when you pull back your energy, especially if you're somebody who's always given it so much, or you give too much, or you do too much. You don't have to. Be mindful, very mindful of that. It's just a trauma response, and that it's a common one. Yeah, exactly. But we don't need to do that. That's not our job, and that's not our job. And so when you say shapeshift to fit in, that's exactly like I've moved my entire life. I've been the new kid so many times in my life, sometimes 3 times a year, 4 times. I've always moved. And so I've learned how to read every group I'm in, and I know how to adapt because I want to adapt and quickly meet people as soon as possible, because you want to make things normal as possible, and you want to make everybody comfortable. You want to be comfortable, so you end up becoming more adaptable. And it's just it's just you got this. All right, guys. So it's been 2.5 hours. Yeah, it's been a challenge for me not doing everything for everybody. You're welcome. I'm tired now. I'll see you guys. I'm not going to see you tomorrow. Pisces and Aquarius will be out tomorrow, and then I'll see you guys Sunday with all signs. So I'll see you guys. I am done. Yes, I'm glad you're putting yourself out there too. You're doing a better job than I am. All right, guys. Have a good night.